Hello and welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I'm looking at the Ferrari Collection Magazine number 39. This is the 375, or was it 375 or 275? GTB. 275 GTB. And obviously we have a die-cast car, not red like it is on the picture there. A couple of dots on my windscreen there. We'll take a closer look at that one near the end of the video, or the last half of the video. And I'll put it on a turntable to have a look at. But I'm going to have a look through this magazine just in a brief detail. So we'll have a look at what you get. We get the single seaters, the final front engined single seater 256 Dino, obviously the race car version. 275 GTB 1964, that's today's production model. Competition models are the genuine one-offs, 250S. We do have a version of that in the collection. Beautiful car. And 275 GTB Classic Coupe is the poster. I have not taken any of the posters out of this collection. So swan songs for the configuration. Fitted with the same engine as the Dino 246, to which it bore a very close resemblance, the Dino 256 was the last Ferrari single-seater with its engine in the front. We do have a version of that. I'm not sure if that was last week's car or not. If you do want to read all of the articles, you will need to pause the video. Hopefully that's in view, and because obviously the white, I've tried to get it right on the camera anyway, focus. So on this particular one, it's got a front 65-degree V6, just under 2.5 litre, with 290 brake horsepower at 8,800 RPM. Produced between 59 and 60. Unknown maximum top speed, and numbers produced not known. I wonder if they just never knew the top speed, or they keep it hidden. Don't know. So the honours for this in the podium places was Monaco second, French first and second, German first, second and third, Portuguese third, Italian second, US GP third. And in 1960, the Argentina, Monaco and Italian, it was second, third and first, second and third from the Italian GP. Wow, I'm sure that was a big hit. That was with Hill, Ginther and Maresi. Cool. Debut of the 256, the Dino 256 picture trackside for the first time before making its Formula One debut in 1959. They certainly looked a lot different those days. Mix of drivers from Europe and the US. Yeah. All right, 275 GTB from 1964. 275 is a model much loved by a generation of Ferrari enthusiasts, still looking cutting edge today. It came in hardtop and convertible forms. Yeah. Not going to read all of the article again. You can pause and have a look. Graceful evolution of the GTO. More luggage room. The tail of the GT5, so the 725 GTB4 with single round rear lights, clusters and visible external hinges on the luggage compartment. Also distinctive of the side air vents and the front wings and the rear roof pillar, enabling the hot air from the engine and the stale air from the cockpit to escape. Very good. Have the same round ones on here? Yeah, we do. Here's the poster against a horse. Okay. Guess that's a staging picture, isn't it? And that's part of the same poster picture there. Yeah, the front. It actually goes all the way around. So, okay. So without the horse type thing, we have the other side of the poster. Let's see if I can get all of this in there. Yeah, okay. Carrying on tradition after a decade of the 275 GTB continued the Ferrari Grand Tour tradition. Front engine, rear wheel drive. Its place in the Ferrari range was then taken by the 365 GTB for Daytona and the 550 Maranello. There you go. Short nose, long nose. The 275 GTB was presented with various body configuration. The first series was known as the Muso Corto, or short nose. The next generation, which included the GTB4, is a 4 camshaft engine and was called Muso Lungo, or long nose, because of its elongated front slope down towards the grille. Okay. From 2 to 4 overhead camshafts, yep. So engine in this one, front longitudinal 60-degree V12 with a 3.285.72 cc. So what's that, a 3.3 litre, if you round that up. 280 brake horsepower, 7,600 RPM. Top speed, I'm guessing that's between the 2 and the 4 camshafts, 230 and 248. And produced around 730, including the GTB4. Between 64 and 66. It was very popular then, wasn't it? Moving on, competition models. A genuine one-off. They're very similar to the previous 225S and the 212 export models. The 250S had a body from Vignali, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, and was designed especially for endurance races. It made its mark by winning the 1952 Mille Miglia. I'm butchering these names, I'm sure. But do love those looking cars, and I think I've got probably 5 or 6 of the 250s in this series. Simple, sturdy engines. Strength through speed. Ferrari's 250S, seen here tackling one of the many bends punctuating the route from the Mille Miglia. It was driving rain in the Apennines that Braco gradually built up a winning advantage. Oh. Model fatigue. After 1,600 kilometers, even the car geared for racing, such as the 250S, was likely to show some sign of fatigue. In the photograph, the metal surrounding the left headlight is missing. Yes, it is. Having been lost somewhere en route. Probably hitting some bumps and stuff. What do these have? A 60-degree V12 front longitudinal, 3 Webers, 230 brake horsepower, 250 kilometer or 155 mile an hour top speed. Numbers produced, 1. Yeah, actually that's all we have in this article. All right, next one is the 348TS model. We do have, I think it's a silver one, just like that. And we will look at that next week. Let's have a look at the car in a little more detail. I do like these. I've got one very similar. I think it's a 250 model though. In the same colour, yellow, but in 1/18 scale. I have shown that off on my channel already. The grille's actually really well done in these, with the prancing horse in there, and the bumpers on the corners. And actually inserted, are they indicators or light? No, they're the light. Oh, yeah, indicator lights on the corners there. Hang on, see if we can get that into focus. Very good. We do have the bonnet clips poking out the top and a windscreen wiper that doesn't seem to want to go all the way down. In the picture it actually shows that they're further down, although it shows that it's actually all the way around, but mine, not so much. You can see a wooden steering wheel in there as well. Driver's window is open. Do have a dash. Nice for a 143 scale model. I can't see the gear shifter. Oh, it's in behind the wheel there. Does actually look like it's got a silver, let's get some light on there. Yeah, it's got a silver base with a black knob. Wow, that's actually really difficult to get that to show up. What about from that side? There we go. It actually got a Ferrari badge on the steering wheel. Nice. For a 143 scale vehicle, that's actually pretty good. On the rear, those beautiful round simple lights, 4 exhausts, and I don't know, is that a license plate holder or the reverse light? I think that's the reverse light there underneath. Actually, having a look at underneath, just the silver tips being modelled there, but you do have the full exhaust pipe and muffler mold. And was that the rear gearbox or diff? I think it's the rear gearbox, isn't it? Yeah, and look, they actually got full metal, a piece of plastic there, got a full metal nose for this. Very nice. I am going to put that on the turntable so you can have a closer look without my hands in the way. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the rest. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.